What's going on, everybody? Pilgrims in the earth, man. I thought about going live. I was real tired last night, man. Yeah, I was real tired. Ended up falling asleep. Man, I gotta take care of some things. Every night I usually get up. I get up late around this time, 2, 3 o'clock. Do some things, get some things done. It's actually one of the times out of the day that I'm very much in deep thought. You know, I'm kind of paying attention to the vibration of the world. Seeing what people on, what's going on in the news, and kind of mentally just recapping on how I feel about everything. And just it's a time where the Most High or God connects with me. You know what I'm saying? I feel His connection and His spirit. But yeah, man, I had a lot of things on my mind, so I'm up right now, and combing through the internet. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what's going on in the world. You know, man, I'll just say I can tell that there's a shifting going on right now. There's a shifting of I don't know if everybody pay attention, but time is going by so fast, man. Time is going by so fast right now, and if you can't see it, you're not paying attention, or you're getting caught up in something that you ain't supposed to be in. Because right now, I feel like the Most High is revealing the ways of the world to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like He exposing a lot, and you have a demographic of people, or the majority, they pretty much not paying attention, man. And they not gonna pay attention because the party is still going. You get what I'm saying? The sports is still going. Football season is going on. You know what I'm saying? These people, you know, they just gonna keep partying, man. They gonna keep partying as long as the lights is on and this world allows them to. You get what I'm saying? But if you in the know, or you have some type of discernment, you can see something that's coming, man. You can see something that's coming, and it's just the calm before the storm. You get what I'm saying? I've been feeling like this all my life, man. I've never been able to run from it, bro. You know, ever since I was young, man. I usually don't talk about this a lot, but I talk about it to people that's close to me, and they know what I talk about. A lot of my calling since early in my younger years was, I used to have very, prophetic, deep meaning nightmares and dreams. You know, I would have dreams about, planes crashing, everybody going crazy, and just total panic, and the world just ended. You know what I'm saying? The world as we know it. And it would make me obsessed, man, almost to the point of obsessed of learning about the end of the world. You get what I'm saying? I think I mentioned this before. But yeah, man, it made me obsessed, like to the point where I had got into some trouble when I was younger, where I had, dealing with these whole juveniles and placement centers and things like that, which it gave me a little period of time to sit and think to myself, and analyze the world, and, self-examine myself. But yeah, man, I tried and I prayed, because I received the Bible. When you get that New Testament, you know what I'm saying? They don't even have the Old Testament. But yeah, man, I stayed there and I looked at the book of Revelations, and I could not understand it, man. I couldn't understand it for nothing. And I prayed, to understand it, because I knew something was prophetic about this book, because God has been, showing me in so many ways that, it's something, it's something about this book that's gonna, give me direction and purpose in life. But yeah, I remember I had a friend when I was young, man. His mother was, she was dealing with what she was dealing with. She was like the cool mom, but she would say certain things. She was very much into the Bible, and I would say kind of like myself. She's a a person that discerns things. Yeah, she used to talk about the end all the time, the end times. Oh, the mark of the beast. You're gonna have to take this chip. The same old the same old thing as far as with Christians, the rapture and things like that. But it always intrigued me, man. It always intrigued me. I remember being down, going, used to go down south for the summer. I remember watching this series, the whole Left Behind thing. Everybody, these things taking place as far as the mark of the beast and there being a rapture, people leaving this earth, the righteous and the wicked being left behind. But and of course, when you get into the actual, Bible, you know, actually word for word, there won't be a rapture. You get what I'm saying? There will be a calling up, but this will be after the actual, deluge or the actual, the things that you're gonna have to go through. Because full enough, man. You got to understand. You're gonna go through some stuff, man. You're not gonna be called up before this stuff go down. We're gonna have to go through this. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be a testing ground. You get what I'm saying? Like it tell you, you're gonna be tried like gold in a fire. But yeah, used to watch the Left Behind series, and it shook me, man. It shook me, and it always stayed with me. But yeah, man. Ever since then though, I've always had dreams, man. Always, and I've had dreams to the point where I woke up crying. Dreams when I was dreams when I was 10 years old. Dreams when I was 7 that I can remember vividly. I mean, vividly, man. Um, and I just recently had a dream like that where I woke up crying again, man. And I woke up crying. And I'm not really gonna say that dream because uh, I'm not gonna say that dream, man, because the reason, my own personal reasons, because I don't want to put that in the air if it's not true. But yeah, I had one of them dreams, man, that woke me up and brought me into tears. Uh, you know, but yeah, man, it's this is the calm before the storm. You can, if you walk around in public, you could just see people going about their daily activities, they shopping, they planning, Uh, I'm gonna tell you, man, I plan ahead. Don't get me wrong. I'm a man. I'm a husband. I'm a father. So I have to plan ahead. You get what I'm saying? I have to be a few months ahead of what's going on. But there's no way you can tell me that you know what's gonna happen in a couple years, as far as your finances, as far as your job, as far as your home. Nothing is for sure. You get what I'm saying? It's not like before when our parents, you know, oh well, next year we're gonna plan this, or this year da da da. And I think the righteous understands, man. And when I say righteous, I don't mean people that's without spot or blemish, or people that don't go through temptation and things like that. When I say righteous, I mean people that try to put their hand on the plow. They know what God they serve, and they're gonna stand by that to the death, man. And um, yeah, man, we just not sure, where we gonna be at, and that's why I labeled this channel "Pilgrims in the Earth." Basically, bro, wherever we gotta get up, and whatever time we gotta put our clothes on our back and just leave with that. That's what we gonna do, man. As far as my family, we gonna get up and leave. We not bound to none of this stuff, man. I'm not talking about no place, uh, nothing. I'm ready to get up and go. Whenever the Most High revealed to me, hey, it's going. Something ain't right around. Something ain't right around this area. Something ain't right in this place. It's time to get up and go. You get what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, that's how I am, and I think the Most High made me like that in my life because I've always moved around. You get what I'm saying? I've always moved around as far as the areas and the people that I knew. I've always sat back and just watched. And it's a difference between, and I tell my son all the time, watch, listen, and learn, and pay attention. Feel the energy of the place you at. Feel the energy of the people that you associate with. You get what I'm saying? most of all, you know, self-evaluate yourself, man. You know, how are you living? Man, I'm gonna tell you, this is the first time in my life since I probably was, in my earlier years, where I can actually sleep peacefully, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm finally at peace with myself because for so long I was struggling, man. I was struggling. I know all these things that plague me as far as the end and things that's about to come. Like I said, it's the calm before the storm. I knew that it's the calm before the storm. So I could feel it in my spirit of everything that's gonna happen. You know, it tell you, man. When you can see things, it's a gift and it's a curse, man. It becomes bitter. You get what I'm saying? You know, the majority of your people finna die. Sorry about that mosquito. But yeah, you know the majority of your people finna die. The people that you love, man. You know, we blow the trumpet and we say, yeah, man, y'all, it's about to go down. Pay attention. Don't love your job. Don't love this life. It's about to, change for us and prepare. You know, we stand bold. You know what I'm saying? We stand bold. That's what the Most High or God called us to do. But you don't think we go through it? You don't think we go through, low points, understanding these things? You don't think we go through sometimes of unsurety? Of course we got faith, but man, sometimes it get hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It get hard, especially when you are a pilgrim in the earth and you got to go through these different, changes in life. You know, you got people looking at you like, well, what is they doing? What are you doing with these kids? What are you doing? Because everybody is so used to everything in one way. One way that this world has presented for us to make us comfortable. But man, my whole life, I've always been uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because I've always had to move around. You know, I've always had to move around, man. Whether it's from apartment to apartment, from state to state, from here to country, But yeah, man. In doing that, I always paid attention. You know, I've always paid attention. But yeah, man. Like I said, it's hard. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in one of my last videos, in most of my videos, I turned one of my runaways or my outlet was alcohol. And turning to that alcohol, I felt like Jonas in a way. Jonas, it's a book in the Bible where, the Most High called Jonas, a somewhat righteous man to, go warn a wicked city or a city that was doing wickedly, the city of Nineveh, and basically prophesy to these people and warn them and tell them turn from their wicked ways or they was going to suffer, judgment and be destroyed. He didn't want to do it because you know what? He was running from his purpose that God, set up for him. And he tried to go another way and he was on that ship, trying to go the opposite direction. God called for him. But I'm gonna tell you, like I was on that ship for a while, for a little season, and I wasn't getting no rest, man. I couldn't sleep. I literally would go to sleep and I would wake back up. I had like nightmares or something coming, and it was crazy, man. I'm just now able, after I've been doing a 7-week fast, bro. I've been doing a 7-week fast. I'm talking about not 7 weeks straight, but once a day, the same time every week, praying with my family, getting in tune back with God, and this is the first time ever in a long time I've been able to sleep past 2 hours at a time. People used to be like, man, how do you go to sleep? I would take short little cat naps and wake up, but I've never been able to sleep in almost 15, 20 years, man. I've been like that for a long time. Even it was hard for me to work jobs because I would go to sleep, be right back up, doing this right here, all night. But now I'm going to sleep early, probably like 7, 8 o'clock, and it's weird because I would wake up 5, 6 hours later, and I'm like, wow, I slept that long. It's crazy. And I would literally have to drink, man. I would have to drink to get a good night's sleep. And like I said, man, I was feeling like Jonas, man. I was on that boat and a storm was just happening. And it's like, dang, I know what I'm called to do and I know what I'm called for, but it was a sense of depression. But and I say that to say this, man. A lot of us know what we call for. Yeah, a lot of us know what we call for, but we don't want to step up to the responsibility of it based on it can be so many things, man. Because it could be certain things like current situations. We're human, man. We go through so many things. We go through relationship problems. We go through marriage issues. We go through trauma with people. It's so much that we go through. So we get sidetracked from our purpose. But yeah, like I say, man, for so long I've been on that ship, going through it. You get what I'm saying? The shit rocking, and I see the storm, and I know why the storm is, but I had to just throw myself off that ship and kind of let the Most High just deal with me, man. And now I feel more clarity. I feel more. I can breathe better. I can see better. I can sleep better. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be in the mix a lot, man. I'm to myself and I'm thinking, and I'm paying attention more now. It's like a new life for me, man. It's like before I was just moving, but like I say, pay attention to the time, man. Every week, Saturday. Like, man, Saturday already? Bam, Saturday, Friday hit again. It's like, man, where's this time going, man? And I think it was a shift, man, because after that whole pandemic thing, man, if you from America, you know what I'm talking about. The whole PPP, the whole PPP time, that's gonna be like a time in history, you know what I'm saying, that we all remember, like the lockdown or whatever, or the blackout. When we was kids, a lot of people from Detroit know about the blackout that happened. But yeah, man, that time, I think it sat us down. We all was able to evaluate our lives because we were so used to going to work, coming home, going to work, going to school, coming home. But this time, it's like we were allowed to just sit down and see the world for what it is, or the world for what it was. And a lot of people became what you call woke at this time, or conscious. But I don't know, man. I think it was a shift around that time, man, because it tells you in a book of, and I don't got my Bible with me right now, but I'm gonna just parallel what I'm saying. Matthew 24, it tell you, all these wicked things are gonna be going on in the world. So much that a lot of people are gonna be dying. You get what I'm saying? But he say, though these things gonna be happening for the elect's sake, my bad. For the elect's sake, those times should be shortened. And I always think about that because the days is bam, bam, and a lot of people that I see that don't really pay attention or care about it, they don't even notice it happening. They're like, oh no, what you talking about? I even had people debate me like, oh, well, can you prove that the clock is moving faster? Like, man, you just don't know, man. You're not connected, bro. You're not connected. And I think that this world and the wickedness of it is pushing the wicked to be more wicked. If you satisfied with who you are as a person, I think this world is pushing you to become more worse than what you are. If you're a person that desires change, a person that desires a better life, or to please the Most High or the Father, I believe that it's pushing you not only spiritually but physically out of the areas that we are in, man. America, like I always said, is being one of them. I want to get closer with nature, man. I want to be able to pay attention to the sun, pay attention to the moon. I'm not saying worship it, don't get me wrong, But I'm saying, pay attention to the vibration of the animals. You get what I'm saying? We lost that, man. You know what I'm saying? We lost that. The animals understand what time it is. You know what I'm saying? They understand it. They know what season it is. You know, just like a clock on your watch on the clock. The big hand is on the 6. The little hand is on. That's the same way the luminaries work, man. You know, the sun, the moon. That's a clock, man. The world is on a time. It's on a time, man, and it's speeding, and it's speeding up to something. And if you don't know or you don't pay attention, you might just get caught up in whatever is coming, man, and you're not gonna be prepared. And I don't think the majority of us is, I don't think nobody's gonna be prepared or see where it's, how it's gonna be. But we've been prepping for so long, man. We've been talking about, even people that believe in the Bible, you've been reading this scripture, you've been studying, got this precept, and I can break down this. But bro, you don't even know where it's gonna come from, because one day it's just gonna, you get what I'm saying? And just like Noah, man, just like Noah in the same chapter, Matthew 24, as the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. What was they doing in Noah's time? They was partying, marrying, giving into marriage. Everything was normal for them, But Noah seen it. Noah seen it, and I'm sure Noah was having dreams and all this type of things, man. Noah couldn't sleep, man. He was, he had to get up and he had to build this ark. Right now, man, you should be building your ark, and whatever that may be, building your ark as in, because we all got a part to play. Whether that's getting some land, whether that's building with, people that's like-minded, whether that's, whether that's connecting with your brother, your sister, or whether that's waking people up and telling them, hey, man, a storm is coming. I'm serious. Like, I've been trying to be a little bit less aggressive because I don't want to offend nobody, or I don't want to offend my loved ones. But if you watching this, like, a storm is coming. And I suggest that you don't put your eggs in that basket that you've been putting it in all your life. Because guess what? We've been taught to have faith in that for so long that we don't know nothing else. And we've been having trust in that so long, we think that God is there, but he's not. He's actually pulling us from that. You get what I'm saying? He's trying to teach us another belief or a trust system to not trust in it. But I think it was set up for us, by the enemy. Like, I'm standing on this rug right now. It's become a trust system for us to one day Satan to pull that rug from up under us to make us uncomfortable. Satan gonna make us uncomfortable with the system that we trust in, and the Most High want us to be uncomfortable to pick a side. When I say he's gonna pull that rug, Satan, we're gonna panic. Everybody's gonna panic, and the moment we panic, he's gonna give you two options: either take this or take this. And one of those options is gonna look pretty damn good at that moment, excuse my language, because you become desperate when you don't have food or you don't have water, or you're just not prepared for that moment. And when it finally happens, it's kind of like, oh, finally, this thing that I need, it will become a hero at that time. So this evil thing will be presented to people in a time of desperate need, and it's gonna look like a savior almost. And I would say 90% of people that we know is going to accept it, because they weren't preparing. You know what I'm saying? They weren't preparing, and they weren't, and I'm not talking about preparing as in saving food, saving, and that's part of it. But what I'm talking about, preparing mentally, understanding that this world is not for us, man. It's not for us. It's not for us. You can clearly look around and tell that it's getting more wickeder. And just like it talk about in Second Esdras, it's like a child inside of a woman's womb, a pregnant woman, and as a woman get close to her birth date, those contractions get closer and closer and more intense to the final, of her giving birth to the baby or the deliverance of that baby. That pain is like unbearable. I don't know if you ever seen a woman give birth. I've seen my wife give birth 3 times, she never had a C-section. So, and the last time it was natural. So I'm talking about she right here in front of me, and I'm like, she gave. I seen my son come out of my wife, three times. You know what I'm saying? But this last time, it was nothing like it. But she was screaming and that last push, he come out, and I can see the calmness on her, like she was calm. But I say that to say we're gonna see a lot of pains, man, and tribulations, and a lot of stuff is gonna shape us, man. And I tell my children all the time, I say, man, we got food, we got a crib, y'all got beds to sleep in, because, man, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. I've always shaped my children, especially my son, my 8-year-old son. I've always told him, man, be thankful for this. Even when me, my wife, and my children, we used to have to sleep in the same bed, and I used to tell them, man, be thankful. Some people don't have this. Some people don't have that. And then they had, it's been times where we all, they got their own bed, man. Be thankful for this. You know what I'm saying? I've raised my children to not be comfortable, but to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because next week you might not have this. You get what I'm saying? So they understand that, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And that comfortable bed can change to, sleeping on the floor, or maybe even sleeping outside. But guess what? Be thankful. But like I say, man, we're gonna go through some things, and it's gonna be unbearable pain, man, into that final deliverance. And guess what? Once that deliverance happen, it's gonna be a peace. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we went through this, but this is more important here, and it's what it all was for. And now I understand. And I'm not a woman at all. I don't know. I can't tell you what women feel. I know what they tell me, and I know what my wife told me her experience was like. But I think after they push the baby out, I think it's like, okay, all this for that. It's like a spiritual thing. Like, God, you had me going through all this pain, but yeah, it was all worth it. 'Cause now they get to hold a baby, and they saying, okay, you was worth it. So I think that's what what Esdras was kind of referring to. Yeah, but it tells you that this world is gonna get more wicked and more wicked. And guess what? The people that fall for it, they're gonna get more wicked and more wicked. Offenses is gonna happen. People are gonna have falling out over different things. You're gonna have nation warring against nation. You're gonna have natural disasters going on like crazy. Do you know? I said this before. I don't know when I said it on what video, but I was trying to say these seasonal hurricanes that you see every year, they're gonna be hitting harder and harder. It's like the earth is just angry. It's like everything is connected. Just like when you go and when you watch The Lion King, everything, the animal cycle, the cycle of life is connected. Just like the cheetahs, the lions, the alligators, just like the zebras move and they follow the rainy season, and they follow, how to survive. Do you know the alligators, they understand what time of the year that they're going to cross the water to get to where they have to go? You know what I'm saying? I know that because being in Tanzania, um, the animals, they travel north to Kenya. You know what I'm saying? Because they follow those patterns. You know, because they have to survive. But these animals, they would have to go through danger and cross this river or lake, whatever it is, and they understand they have to do it. But a lot of them not gonna make it through it. You get what I'm saying? And that's another analogy in itself, because these alligators or crocodiles, they like bet this eating time, this dinner time. So they eat a lot of them, you know. But a lot of them make it, but a lot of them don't. But yeah, they understand it, and not only do they understand it, the lions understand it. So they migrate and follow them because they know where the food is going. So they have to be in tune. They have to be in tune and have and understand and be connected with the circle of life. We lost that as far as men and humans. We lost that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to get back. If you got any sense or discernment of what's going on right now, and that's what I try to break down: the trust in this world, the wisdom of this world. We've been lied to. You get what I'm saying? Medically, the medical system. You know, we've been lied to. You've been told, oh, you got to get these shots, and you're gonna be just fine. You know, the measles shots, the chicken pox. Remember, we got the chicken. Where did the chicken pox go? I don't know. I don't know, man. You tell me. But the chicken pox and all these things, we've been lied to. You know, and I think the medical system has proven that it's not for us. Definitely not for skin folk. But not only that, the religious system. You know, religion has let us down. They can't give you no understanding. You go into a church nowadays, man, what they talking about? They talking about prosperity. You know, this your season. Okay, pastor, this is my season. As far as what, though? You going to be blessed. You know, I need to know what's going on right now. I need to know what's going on with this Trump, Kamala Harris situation. I need to know is we about to go to war. I need to know, how do I prepare for these things? I need to know what time is it in this book that we are in right now. They're not teaching that. You get what I'm saying? They're teaching you, this is your season. It's basically they're aligned with the government. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the government's saying, that's what your pastor gonna tell you. Pretty much, he just gonna smooth it out for you and throw it and sprinkle a little bit of God on there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the religious system is not for us. We've been lied to on that. The education system, right? When we was kids, I say this all the time. You get your good grades, do good, you make your mama proud. Most of us, we didn't care about school, man. We just wanted to make our mama proud, man. I'm gonna get my GED and get my high school diploma just to make my mama proud. You know what I'm saying? Which I never got that stuff, man. I understood it wasn't worth nothing back then. Because now I can go rub shoulders in the same place with this person who got 3 degrees. Like, how did we get in the same place together when I didn't even go through the same process that you did and you succeeded, right? And we making the same thing at our, right? Not saying it could be benefits with that, but basically the educational system is an indoctrination system, right? Because you have to believe something, and we sending our kids off to these colleges to do what? To be indoctrinated, to believe in the system. You know what I'm saying? You might say, okay, I'm sending them off there. No, they got to have the best of both worlds. Or, yeah, we're still in, we still have to, live in reality and things like that. But what are you sending your kids off to? You get what I'm saying? What are you really sending them off to? Because they were in your protection for so long. And now you just throw them out to these colleges. And guess what they doing in these colleges? You know what they doing in them colleges. I don't think I need to say it. But, I don't, me personally, I'm not about that. But, yeah, man, you know, and these things I teach my children. This is their education. You know what I'm saying? They know, they learn the math, they learn the reading, but guess what I teach them, man? I teach them all that. I teach them that all that stuff is lies, man. The education that we was taught, you know. And I think people are starting to see like, dang, I invested all my time and effort and put all, you know, I did the right thing, and I still haven't enjoyed the fruits of my labor, you know. And this is the most stressful time and depressing time for a lot of people. Um, Around the world, especially in America, you know. And everybody just, it's like they faking it, man. And I pay attention to social media, man. I think social media is a curse, and it's a gift also, because you get to pay attention to the vibration of the people, and everybody just dancing. It's like you in a party, right? You in a party, and you know something finna happen. So you like, man, I think we need to get up out of here. And you just looking around and seeing everybody's face. And everybody, you know, people know something finna happen, but they just dancing and grooving. But, you know, people not all right, man. People are not being able to pay their bills. People have to borrow money. And as well as myself, man. You know, people, you know, we're not okay, man. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? And in a social media, you know, many people are not very honest. That's why I've always been different, man. It's hard to really pinpoint me or push me up against a, you know, a status wall, because I don't care, man. If I don't got it, or if I'm not right, I'm just gonna come out and tell you. You know what I'm saying? And I think people use, you know, I don't know, man. I just think, and I know I'm going everywhere right now, but just bear with me. I just think that we've all, you know, we've been lied to, as far as, and especially black people, of how we should live our lives, man. A lot of us, we try to live up to this status quo, but we all going through it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just need to be honest with each other and just say, you know what? I know you going through it. I'm going through it too. Let's go through it together. You get what I'm saying? I think if we did that, then we'll more so be more, you know, we'll be more good, you know, as far as helping each other, you know, because a lot of times we walk around and we're not okay. And we in our culture, we haven't been taught to, you know, admit that. And, you know, I think I've been real vocal about it. And it's hard for me to be okay or act like I'm okay when I'm not. That's one thing that's hard about me. People can read it on my face, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is the quiet before the storm. And I think it's surrounding, and I can't, like I said in the last video, I'm not gonna put no time on it, because people are like, well, what? They listen to this video and reach out to me. Oh, well, when do you think it's gonna happen, man? What do you think? Because, you know, in their mind, they got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? They got stuff that they want to fulfill. Oh yeah, I'm trying to save up this money. I'm trying to, you know, I just got to get one more tax return check, or I got to get one more refund check. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I've been in that space too. You know, I've told myself, you know, because you always have plans for your money. You were like, man, I'm going to save up. And, you know, even when you want to know, you like, I'm going to get this money, I'm going to build this, I'm going to build that, and we going to be straight. But, bro, I don't think it's meant for us to be straight. I think we just have to go through it. You can't go around it. You can't go this way. You just going to have to go through it. And we all going to be tested. You know what I'm saying? But us going through that and being tested is going to reveal where our heart is really at. You get what I'm saying? This is the time of it's the spiritual exodus. You get what I'm saying? We gonna go through the wilderness, but the Most High is gonna give us a choice this time. Like, you know, do you want to leave Egypt, or do you want to sit there and go through those plagues? Because once those plagues start happening, you're gonna get caught in it. But I think we become so comfortable. Like I said, it's that rug that's up under us. You know, it's a comfortable rug. You know, you done planted your feet in there. You done start resting a little bit. But once you pull that rug, Satan, you like, whoa, what happened? What happened? You know. But yeah, man, we have to get back. Paying attention to our surroundings. You know, what's going on spiritually in the world. We got to get back to loving one another, man. That's you know, I took lately I've been taking a lot of time off, with myself, thinking. Uh, I've been thinking a lot, where I went off wrong in my life, and because I feel like I've been delivered from something that I've been letting bring me down for a long time. But now I feel like I can see, and now I'm ready to get back to what I was on, and go crazy, man. When I say go crazy, I don't mean go insane, but when I say go crazy, I mean as much as the sinning and the wrong that I did in my life, I have to go 100 times harder for the Most High. And I've done a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing compared to the wrong I've done in all my life. So you got to go 100 times harder for the Most High. If I can go that hard for Satan, I got to go even harder for the Most High. And I think this is the longest video I've done, because I had a lot to say, and I still haven't said everything that I wanted to say. But all in all, I'm just saying, man, this is pay attention to how fast time is going, and the time is speeding up to judgment, man. It's speeding up to judgment because there has to be a balance in life. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna eventually reap what you sow. This world is gonna eventually reap what it's been sowing. Kingdoms change, changing of the guards, what they say. Eventually, everything catches up. You've been hearing about these wars for so long, proxy wars. You've been hearing about, Babylon is falling. You've been hearing about all these different things. Eventually, it's not going to just be a proxy thing. It's just going to be in your face. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I would say prepare. Be pilgrims in the earth. Have faith. And stay strong, man. Love y'all.